Hey everybody, Kimberly here, and when I see a new game by Phil Walker Harding, already I've got my interest. And then when I find out it's a sleeving game, I'm like, yes, doubly interested. And you get that here in this about in half an hour a game. It's like 30 to 45 minutes, depending on how many players you have, 2 to 4. And it has so much flair, so much fun, a lovely amount of puzzling, and interesting gameplay every single time you sit down to play Misfit Heroes. So here's what goes on in the game. Players are going to have these Misfit Heroes, and I just want to show you the anatomy of a hero. For instance, you have this guy right here. He's a politician swindler. You'll see he's in a sleeve. He's got one of 4 different icons. There are hearts, triangles, stars, and then these little cups for endgame points. There's going to be a box down here that's your activation. There's going to be a banner that says one of 3 different types. There's beasts, there's humans, and there's misfits. There's going to be a cost to how much they are. And then there's going to ultimately be victory points up here. If it says X, then you know you've got the, oh, this card might score really big for me if I play them. But the cool thing about this is, look at this politician swindler. They are separate from each other. So these don't have to go with each other, but they create an interesting combination when you do this. So players can endlessly swap out the actual hero with the thing that makes them essentially a misfit, that describer. So they slide into their sleeves like this. Players are going to be dealt 5 cards at the start of the game, and there are a ton of cards. These are just stacks of cards I've got out here. So there's just so much replayability. And then they're going to essentially take 1 turn at a time doing one of 4 things. And this is the best. You got 1, recruit a hero. That's play a card out into your personal display. Discard any number of cards and then draw 2 cards plus 1 card per discarded. Great way to flush out what you have with what you're hoping to find. Gain one of those resources to your supply. There are 3. There's a plant, a water, and a mountain. And then just gain $10. So that's your turn. You say, I want to do one of these things. So you look at your hand. Everyone starts with some cash. If you go later in the round, you get a little bit more cash, but everybody gets equal turns in this game. So let's say I want to buy that. Well, I don't want to buy the politician swindler, maybe. It's $19. What about this guy? Let's do the reptilian thief. Look at this guy. He is what's called a misfit because he's got a purple banner. You can see the pink and the blue behind it is put together to create the misfit. He is $1 plus 10, which is $11. He lets me gain a water and a plant, and then I gain $20. This is like better than a basic turn. So when I play this and pay 11, I'm gaining 20 back and one of 2 resources. So players are always going to play their very first card in the bottom left corner of a 4x4 grid. And that's 16 cards. So once a player has filled in their 16th card, their 4x4 grid, that triggers the end of the game. And then play is going to continue until every player has equal number of turns. This is my money. So I'm going to pay 11, get $4 back essentially. And then I will gain, this is a heart action. It says down here, recruitment box triggers when you recruit the card. That's what the hearts do. The triangles say you have to meet specific conditions to activate the box. Blue stars say you have to pay a fee to do the activation box. And then, of course, these guys, the chalices, are score points at the end of the game. So I got to do my heart just because. So I'm going to get a water and I'm going to get a leaf, put that into my little store, and gain $20. This is a great start to the game. I got money, I've got resources, and I've got my first card down for 1 victory point, and my next card that I get to play can go above or to the side, adjacent, no diagonals, and I will continue building my 4x4 grid. And all I did was recruit a hero. That's the core of the game, is to recruit one of your hero cards. But sometimes you don't have the cards. You want to do the discard to draw up. Sometimes you're really close and you need just a little bit of cash. You'll do the gain $10. And sometimes you're one away from getting what's out here. These are called your region tiles. And to get a region tile, for example, you need to have 6 green leaves to turn back in at the end of your turn. This is not your turn. This is in addition to your action. You get to do 1 of 4. And then you get 11, 12. The 12 should be above the 11. There we go. 12 big points. That's 12 points at the end of the game that you get to claim. But once you take this, because you turn back in 6 green leaves, now the next player is going to get 11. The next player to do it gets 10. The next player to do it gets 9. And you'll take some of these out for amount of players. And so you'll see the little 3 symbols sign here, 3 and 4 symbols on the 9s and the 11s. So this is going to be for green leaves, this is going to be for blue water, this is going to be for gray mountains. And then the purple says if you have 2 of each, you have a variety. You can turn them in for this one. Now you can only claim 1 of these on your turn at the end of your turn, but that's a great way to get points in game. Okay, so that's it. That's the whole game. All you have to do is now look at all the cards, figure out what you want to actually play. This is just the coolest. I mean, there are some really fun things like this poor frogman. He's only $3 to play. If you have less money than your left opponent, there are some comparisons here, but there are never any take-thats. Then gain 3 waters, all other players gain 1 water. You get things on other players' turn sometimes. That's so cool. I love it. Here's a star. I have all the 4 types in my hand. This is an explosive gamer, and they cost 8 and 5 together for 13. They are a misfit, and it says stun one of your cards other than this, and all that means is flip it face down in your display, then activate this card twice. Activate 1 of your trophy cards. Ooh, that's cool. Here's the last one. We did the politician swindler. We did the poor frogman. Oh, we did all of them because I have my reptilian thief. This is a professional king, by the way. Not to be confused with the unprofessional king. Okay, so 6 and 5 is 11. Gain $10, then draw cards 1 at a time until you have the most cards in hand. Again, comparative to other players. These cards are so fun. This game it's just the cards, and you're building in this way it's not restrictive. It's good. It kind of prevents players from overthinking it and playing out of space and not knowing where the borders are, the edges of your spaces. Column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4. You can't play over here because it's not adjacent. You have to always play adjacent. Then once you've played here, now you can go here, here, here. And so you're building your 4x4 from the bottom left corner. Couldn't be easier. That's it. I mean, that's just, honestly, it's so simple. It's so straightforward. I love it. I think that the iconography is so easy. You've got your factions, you got your money, you've got your influence, forest, water, mountain, any color. And then at the end of the game, this is what you score. Points from your region tiles, check. Points from cards in your tableau, that's the little chalice symbol, the little gold cup. 1 point per leftover resource, 1 point per $10. Rounded down. Done. Super easy. It's just delightful. It's delightful. It's so easy to learn. It's so easy to share. And again, all you do is just change up all the things in your cards. You just say, oh, popular Duke. You can unsleeve this one and sleeve it with something else. But draw 2 cards, then draw 4 cards, and everyone else gets 1. I mean, come on, this is amazing. You can only have, though, at the end of your turn, a certain amount of resources. So here's where some of the limitations come in. At the end of your turn, you have to discard your influence to get your region tile once per round, but then you discard down to 8 cards, 8 influence of each color, and then $80. But it's really easy to remember. You don't ever forget. So you can only have so much stuff to carry over. But these are so fun. Ancient Minotaur gaining mountains, scoring points for triangle cards in that row and column, seafaring Cyclops, middle-aged guard, getting draw 1 card for each of your beast cards. Super easy. Nurse Ghost. I mean, come on. These are just so fun. If Flying Barker, gain 2 mountains, then gain $5 for each of your misfit cards. Yes. It's so fun. I mean, look at I love the artwork. I love the display. It's so easy to read, so fun. Some cards are more expensive. There's an example of a human is the blue banner. And then, of course, your pink banner's your beast. And then your misfits, your purple. And it makes the color because of the transparency. It's just so stinking clever. So this is your desert halfling. This is a smart game. It's a fun game. It's a light game. And it is just something I keep going back to. I mean, the more I go back to it, honestly, the more I lose because I just keep doing worse. But I have so much fun. I have so much fun playing it. I like it. I like it. The recruitment boxes, the different kinds of recruitments, so fun. I love the puzzle of figuring out what I want to play, when I want to play, how I'm competing for these region tiles because these are collective, but once they're taken, they're gone. And then at the end of the game, you just score up right here, and there's just so many cards to play with. This is something, I mean, I'm looking at it right now, and all I want to do is play. I had a great first card, and I just want to keep on playing because it's so much fun. So Misfit Heroes lives up to the name Misfit Heroes. These are all fascinating, fun misfits of some kind, and you're creating a band of your heroes to kind of go out and do your bidding, which is just really, really delightful. Great iconography, great sleeving, very, very clever, and so fun to play and so fun to share. So if you've got that great 4-player group that you want that opening game for the night that takes 30 to 45 minutes, this is it. This is for you. Tons of fun. Go check it out. I'm going to be playing this right after I finish filming. All right, everybody. I'll see you later. Bye.